Hello and good evening, everybody. Welcome back to our nice casual Thursday night Red Dead stream. Come back in, join John Marston. Last we left off, we were just wandering through roads. We were talking to an old friend, Pearson, our old cook. He's got a nice shop of his own now, so things are going well for at least some people. It's another one of those nice, sweet little aspects that I really like of the epilogue. Of course, there are negative aspects to it as well, but we'll probably get to some of that today too. So, not much further delay. How about right into it? How is everybody this evening? Good? Good? Nice. Hi, Kylie. Good to hear from you. So I have now at this point fully transitioned to online for St. Leo classes, which is a little disappointing, frankly, but understandable given that most of my students, the vast majority of my students, are at this point preferring to go online. And over the last couple of weeks, I've had a few classes with no one in them, talking into the void, perhaps a webcam. So. I'd rather speak into a webcam at home, frankly. Is what it is, and I am planning on doing at least one more in-person class with as many people as want to attend. I will make room for them, and we'll go where we need to go. I'm gonna have a coffee and tea and snacks. Nice near the end of the semester, not technically semester. Near the end of the semester, a little get together. Should be nice. It should be a nice thing. So that's all. That's all for that. I've been thinking really hard about hosting a sort of old normal barbecue for everybody up this way, over in one of the really nice parks up in this direction. Kylie, you are of course welcome to join us. Any one of them. I've got a 9:40. I've got an 11:20. I've got a 2:40. That's it. You're by all means welcome to barge in on any number of these. Preferably bring coffee and or tea and or snacks to part of the thing. Being a I don't know if a coffee snob. I try not to be a coffee snob, but being a coffee lover, at least myself, I'm planning on bringing a few different methods of coffee and do that one. Making it into a thing, a little, somewhat of an event, not a major one, but a little something, Same, of course, goes to. Oh, hey, it's our Civil War veteran. Talk to him. Yeah, same goes for the barbecue. If there's anyone around in this area or happens to be visiting around this area, as I get closer, I will be, of course, willing to let you online. If you're to come by, Kylie in particular, because you're relatively nearby. Nice.
Good morning.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Okay. And you?
Well, only got the one leg. Been standing here since about 1870 and
Jesus.
slowly starving to death.
37 years,
Sorry I
huh?
asked.
Don't worry about it. Hey, say, you a Yankee?
I'm not sure.
There was a fella I used to see with you a few years back. He was tall and a moody face.
Yeah, Arthur. He died, I'm afraid.
Well, I'm sorry to hear it.
He saved my life.
Is that so? You didn't always seem the type.
No. No, he didn't.
Sure was, though. Oh, no, Kylie, at a real in-person barbecue, we are going to a park. Like, I'm planning on going, me and whatever students who want to, and else who wants to. Going to a park over there, down the road a ways. It's up here in the middle of nowhere. It's nice and outdoors and nice and spacious. I see no real reason not to.
me, huh?
Sure.
Yeah, well, leave this then.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What happened here? How are they back?
What are you fools up to?
It's Mr. Black's fault.
His fault to Docky White. Well, I don't know why they call him that. Look at him.
Don't you start now.
I'll knock the color clean off you. Come on.
And I'll tar you, you lily-livered...
Enough! Say, you two fools look like you've just run off from a chain gang.
Yeah, what?
Again?
What are you doing?
Starving.
They got
feel like we've
bounty
done this.
posters for us all over town.
And we can't go into town to get supplies.
Say, mister, maybe you can do us fools a favor. We ain't bad guys at all. He's okay, even for a darky.
Shut it, you pasty-faced streak of piss!
Yeah, I had up to here with you.
Enough!
I'm actually very
Do me a
confident that we've done
goddamn
this.
favor. What do you want?
Maybe
I like
you
to
can
think they
go
got
into
themselves
town and
back
take
into the
down them
situation.
wanted posters of us.
Okay?
Maybe meet us back at the campfire in the woods and tell us how you did.
And maybe bring us a little bite to eat.
Don't push your luck.
Nice fella.
Yeah, you love nice fellas.
Don't you start up again.
So it has been 8 years.
Shut up!
It has been 8 years, so it's understandable they look a little different. Yeah, the character, it was still Mr. Black and Mr. White before, but I do think they are a little bit different. I think they're a bit like more beat up and bloody and such. Hard to tell. What's happening here?
Sir, good morning.
Founding posters right there.
Mr. White. Interesting.
Mister, I need that poster. There's been a recall.
I weren't born yesterday. This one's mine, so you can go and get your own.
All right, well, we got to follow them ways, put on our mask, knock them over. A cat?
Hello, cat.
Yes, it is. Hello, cat. All right. Well, let's rope him up. Let's rope him up.
The hell you doing?
Stealing from you.
Get this off of me!
No.
Hey! Hey! The hell you doing?
Anything you want me to hold on to?
There we go. All right.
Damn you for that!
Yeah, I know.
Those boys was mine!
No, they ain't. See you later.
But don't run away.
I really hope he doesn't get hit by the carriage. Really hope that doesn't mean he saw my face. I have said over and over and over again how incredibly overpowered the lasso is in this game. It's incredible. The next one, around here somewhere.
They ain't as bad as you made out there.
Bad, they worse than worse.
You always was one for gossip. Jethro Minglethorpe, gossip.
Aren't you kidding me?
But as usual, you're spreading lies.
Lies?
Every fool knows the charges were trumped up.
But the darky killed a white man.
Jimmy Holdaker had a weak heart. He died of a heart attack.
Nonsense.
And Samson Black was set up. Everyone knows Judge Amory took a bribe.
You don't believe that, do you?
Sure.
And you call me a gossip? Anyway. How's your Tom?
He's fine. Just fine. And Marlene?
Still with us. Have fun.
Well, okay. They were apparently arrested. seem to have killed some folks, but they were set up. At least allegedly. So they're probably innocent. Probably. Maybe. Who knows? There it is. Excuse me.
What the hell? He ain't right in the head.
No damn manners. Come on, girl.
Have this. Gonna be.
This what you... This what you wanted?
Hell! Damn it, me.
Who's
You
next?
ain't the law, you know.
Okay. I'm hoping that doesn't get us in further trouble. It probably will. We shall see. Oh my gosh. Where is it? There we go. What is it? What is it? What in the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Tell whoever you started it.
Jesus.
Carrying on.
That ain't my hat. That's my hat. I think that might be the guy who we hogtied earlier. But it's okay. We're fine. Nothing has gone terribly wrong. If this doesn't work, I might need to reset at some point. There we go. Cool. Got it. We're all good. All right, cool. Whew. This is insane. All right. Jesus. Anyway. I think there's one over here somewhere, I think. Probably. Maybe. Hungry.
Y'all all right?
You done raised enough cane around here.
Oh, dear.
Oh, wait. Yeah, here it is.
How do you do?
All right. It's crazy. All right. One more. Playing the mouth harp. Gotta love it. Anyway. Yeah, we are winding down through this semester, really. Been moving online for St. Leo, and I will also say we've got a weird bits of scheduling happening. Stuff too. We got Veterans Days next week. To that end, we have no class on Wednesday. And this Wednesday, I decided to have class online this week. It's Wednesday. Because quite frankly, it was the day after the election, and I quite frankly did not trust Tampa to not be basically on fire. Because you know how Tampa can get, or at least I know how Tampa can get, and you can trust me on that. On precisely how Tampa can get. And let me tell you, it can get mighty uncivilized from time to time.
Scalloway, is that right? Because I'm working for my family.
They having a private conversation.
Don't boil your shirt. They're talking. Where the... That all you... Dear God, why is this happening? I will drill you. I'm all balls never bark.
Wait, Laramie Boys never what?
Hey. Now look what you made me do. I guess that's that.
Done? My hat? Or is that something? Nah, it's his damn hat. I don't want his damn hat. Oh, my hat. Okay, there's my hat. Now, well, let's loot them because these are Moines. Rotten criminals. But now that said, as far as I know, Tampa was not so bad. I didn't hear about much chaos or unrest on Wednesday. But to be fair, better safe than sorry, in my view, when it comes to such things. I will say, though, I'm sure that part of the comparative safety and stability of Tampa had a lot to do with the fact that the election was not even close to called Tuesday or even Wednesday or even today. So it's still up in the air whether things are going to go horrifyingly wrong or not. So, but I mean, to be fair, even more fair, I still suspect that it honestly will. Things will go mad one way or the other, regardless of who winds up gaining the presidency. It's just a matter of, if it's the kind of riot you see after a city wins a hockey game, or if it's the kind of riot that we've been seeing all summer, which practically are the same, even if they have different reasons on the surface. These things can go.
Hey, friend.
Hello.
I was in town.
Pretty hot. It got quite a price on you boys.
It is so unfair. I didn't do nothing.
Well, they said you was wanted for murder.
It wasn't murder. It was self-defense.
You killed a farmer?
Firstly, I would have, but he died before I could. And secondly, well, he had it coming. I don't like to say.
Well...
Okay.
They ain't no business of mine. Here's the posters.
Thanks, partner. That's that, then.
That's that.
Free at last. Free from you, at least. Well,
All right, then. Well, we got to help a little bit. Again. So I suspect that if this was intended to happen twice, 8 years apart, then I have my suspicions that they'll probably end up getting re-caught again. Who knows? It could perfectly well be a glitch, because I think this has happened. Relatively commonly. It's not just. All right, where to? Well, we can go to. Is that? Go to Saint Denis. We got a bounty in Saint Denis we can start with. Let's do that. Been a while since we've been in Saint Denis. Well, I mean, other than picking up. What's his name? Picking up our Fight Club buddy. I am blanking for some reason. Charles, that's it. Jesus, what is going on with me this week? It has been it has been a quite a week between everything going on in the news and all the politics stuff, but also a lot going on class-wise and a lot I've been doing. So a little bit scrambled, I guess. It's not too bad. Like I said, I'm my goal for today, a little bit more of a relaxation. I'll probably have to wind up talking about some election-y stuff just because it'll come to mind and something will bring it up, but it's not my focus, you know. I'm primarily for just gonna chill after a long week, end of the week sort of thing, you know.
Hang in there, girl.
Back to Saint Denis.
You're doing well. There. Easy now.
I'm just gonna hang out here and wait to get jumped by an alligator. Oh, wait, I was kidding. Please don't. Okay. Anyway. Seeing more folks join in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. How is everybody? Oh, bow rushes, I need these. Here I go, gathering again, as WizKids seem to think. I'm convinced it may have been, because I swear I've been doing some gathering in this game. Maybe it was mostly relegated off stream. I don't know. That's why it seems like I was never. Flower. A new flower. Oh, cool. Alright, cool. Fish. Wait, really? Did that actually work? That was a joke. What in the world? I did not think I could do that. What? Wow, I did not realize you could go gun fishing. That's spectacular. Wow, okay. Once again, it is eggnog season, as we all hopefully know. I know it's very, very early for this, but still. It's one of those holiday type things that I know I talk a lot about not wanting to jump the gun too early on holiday celebrations and whatnot, but eggnog is just, it's seasonal, you know? I don't think it's a holiday thing so much. And especially with a nice significant amount of brandy. It's about oh, yeah, I will get to you on that. In any case, with a nice amount of brandy to it is it's just right. I know there's a hell of a contest. It's highly contested as to what what sort of alcoholic drink one should put in. Eggnog, I'm very much a brandy partisan. There's an argument to be made for rum. There's a bad argument to be made for bourbon. That argument being if you're a psychopath. But otherwise, no. Brandy is definitely the best option. Does such a good job, sort of complementing the sort of sweet and spicy flavor of the eggnog. The nice, also sweet, but bitey. I get rum because it's sugar, It's distilled sugar, so there's something similar there. Something to be said for that too. But let's make some poison. That's it? Okay, that's it. Poison the throwing knife. Just while we're here. Those. Shotgun. Alright, that'll do it. Alright, anyway. Let's get a move on. So going way, way back, Kylie, you said earlier you made a keto pizza for the first time. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
Oh, partner.
Being an Italian myself, I know nothing about things that are not grains. At least grains are, I guess, tomatoes, I suppose. But how does that work exactly?
Hey, partner.
To me, that seems kind of like fat-free ice cream or something. I know it exists, and I know it's scientifically possible, but I also know that it's really weird.
Buddy.
Hello. Crazy, idiot. Something wrong or what?
Yeah, kind of. I don't need my mark. Oh no, I'm leaving it on the horse. Good.
If you're about it, Chaser, take a poster. If you're anything else, take a seat.
Anthony Foreman. Ooh, we had a tango with this guy. Well, Arthur did. So, let's go see about him. This is the guy who was after Tilly.
Check that saloon in the slum.
Oh, let's talk to him about it.
Is it that you can't go into the slums to get Foreman? Or you won't?
That's a mighty forward line of inquiry. The slum dwellers can't be helped, sir. So we're not gonna try.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I heard about this fella years ago. What more can you tell me of him then?
He's a panderer, a thief, a cheat, a braggart, somewhat of a hero to a few mistaken fools. Simply put, the man is just bad for society.
Society. Well, it's what you make it. I guess all that remains is to bring him in.
Don't be too rough with him. I'd like to be able to feel a pulse.
All right. Bring him in alive. You got it.
Howdy, mister.
Pardon me?
I'm gonna also cut my beard because this is getting silly. And conveniently, it's on the way. Let's go and do that. All right, man.
We are the part. Hello. Anyway.
Was thinking about a one potential keto pizza. Keto? I guess keto pizza, whatever. You get the idea. Using a bacon weave as crust. which is the thing I've done, not for pizza toppings kind of thing, but I have used a bacon weave as the base for various things. Now let's do facial hair first. Actually, you know what? Let's do hair first.
That looks better.
Really trim it back.
Now that isn't half bad, huh?
There we go. Now we look like a civilized individual.
All right.
Not that we are, but we look it.
Thank you very much.
All right.
You're a good filly. Hello there, ma'am.
How you doing?
You all right?
Very good.
Good. Oh, is this that bar where we were shooting rats a bunch of times? Let's see about it.
Hey, you. What you looking for?
Hey, could you help me find an Anthony Foreman?
Anthony Foreman?
That's some stolen Halloween candy.
I don't recollect that name. I'd try the other place.
Hey, where you going? You just tripped me? Hey, I'm still gonna get you.
Okay. That was easy. Way easier than I thought it'd be. I thought he'd get out of here. Oh.
Put me down.
He backed himself into an alley.
Mamma mia.
Oh, now it's raining. Okay.
Come on. The chief wants to see you.
Let's go. Right then.
I think you knew a friend of mine, Tilly Jackson.
Tilly Jackson? I ain't heard that name in a time. Hey, you're not the... No, he was bigger.
It's true, I'm not Arthur.
If you're with that other friend of hers, I promised to stay away, and I did. Don't bring me in because of Tilly Jackson. Things is long settled between us.
But I ain't bringing you in for Tilly Jackson. I'm bringing you in because they're paying me.
This is fine.
If my cousin was still here, you wouldn't have got me. I wouldn't have had to hide out in no slum, avoiding no bounty. When he got killed and we lost them other boys at Ladley's house, that's when things went sour. The Foremans ain't been quite so much since then.
What happens if you kill him as Arthur? Because you can do that. It's a different bounty, or if there just isn't one. Huh.
Here's the station. I'm guessing you ain't on this side of town much.
I wouldn't piss on these people if they were burning.
Harsh word.
Anthony Foreman. He ain't society's problem no more. He's yours.
Well, good to meet you finally, sir. I hope you found our accommodation suitable. Cells back there.
All right. Easy enough.
Sit down. Get comfortable.
I ain't going anywhere. Well, you gonna want a hot bath after taking that trip through the slums.
Actually, I like the slums. But I'm gonna need a hot gracious of you.
Ooh.
Well, I
That's
hope
rude.
my men can do as good a job on these outlaws as you have. The rest around here are being made by deputies from now on. No more bounties and Sans Denis, I'm afraid.
That's a shame, but all right.
Now you can go.
All right. Well, that's the last of that. So. All right. Now where to next? What are we gonna do? Think there are more bounties around in various places, if I recall. Maybe. There is just, of course, some more various exploration type things to be done, of course. Or you can head back home to the ranch, see what's to be done down there. Maybe head south. There is quite a lot down here. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's see about Uncle. It's quite the ride ahead, so let's get going.
Howdy.
There's our formerly corrupt mayor, old friend over there. Nice of him. It's good to hear. It was good hearing that the mayor's assistant actually got the job eventually. It's definitely a good thing. What's that firelight over there?
There you go.
House.
We're getting there, ain't we?
Oh, well, okay. I guess we're going here. And wait, what was that? Oh, stationary animal. Okay, let's come back. See what's up over here, yeah?
Blow it.
Whoa! What the hell are you doing here? Get the hell out of here!
Oh.
I'm only having fun. Didn't think you'd take me being here so serious.
Apparently that's not our right. So what in the... What is this place? Huh. I don't actually know what this place is. Curious now. Some kind of orchards. I don't remember anything about this place, or haven't been here, done anything here. Huh. Let's really get going.
Doing okay, girl.
All right, so let's get out of Lemoyne and head on back down towards Blackwater. Ah, jeez.
Enemies of Lemoyne deserve no mercy.
Speaking of Lemoyne, there we go.
You're already dead.
Oh, Jesus. They really... Oh, they came at me from behind, those bastards. Well. Well, okay then. Lost some money too.
There you are, Missy.
Eat those stupid covered bridges. Getting bushwhacked. Alright, well, let's keep going. Let's just keep on going. Anyway, speaking of Lemoyne, and speaking of the election, funny story. I don't know if anybody has heard about this, but the oldest voter on record in this case it was not in Louisiana, which is the sort of stand-in for, but in this is in Michigan. The oldest voter on record this year was a Jason Lemoyne Daniel, who at the time of these events in game was 57 years old. Of course, keeping in mind that it is now 130 years later, or sorry, 113. This guy, Jason, was apparently 1 year younger than Uncle. He was born the year after Uncle was born in 1850. So that's interesting. And that is kind of I mean, it's not a joke. I mean, it is a joke, but only because a lot of this election has been. But it's really just to sort of put a point on the fact. There's been all manner of absurd shenanigans when it comes to this election. So
Good girl.
there are all manner of crazy rumors and accusations and conspiracy theories surrounding voter fraud and surrounding
You'll be okay.
voter suppression and all of that. And quite frankly, I'm believed to. This is on both and all sides, and quite frankly, I'm inclined to believe just about all of it because of the rank absurdity of the way this election has gone, is going, and I'm sure will continue to go. So it's not.
All right there.
It isn't like this is.
Slow now.
What's over here? Oh, is this the pig farm? Yeah, this is that pig farm. Let's keep going. But this is precisely the absurdity. Really come to expect when it comes to presidential politics or politics in general, electoral politics. It's funny. I almost hesitate to even charitably refer to it as an election exactly, but just because one side is perpetrating, well, one side slightly more than the other, but mostly one side is perpetrating massive voter fraud, and the other is trying to completely circumvent the electoral process entirely. It's a jockeying for political power. Uses an election as an occasion to do so. That's really about it.
Hang in there, girl.
And we'll see who comes out on top.
Nice filly.
I have a suspicion that who comes out on top will have absolutely nothing to do with vote totals, actual vote totals.
How about this?
Whether, like I said, whether that's due to the fraudulent ballots and all that kind of stuff, or if on the other hand it has more to do with
Ain't you a good horse?
basically refusing to defer to fraudulent vote counting and instead having it decided in the court and whatever all. So, like I said, I don't.
You're okay.
It's hard to call what's going on, properly speaking. It's a political contest. It's low-intensity civil war, as is it H.L. Mencken, I think, said it?
Somebody! Hey, you! Please! You gotta help me!
You're gonna try and kill me, aren't you?
Thugs been wanting us to sign our land
Oh.
over. Only this time I escaped, but they have my husband. They're gonna kill him.
Abel's thugs, huh? Where are they?
It's the stone farmhouse back there where I came from.
I'll head there now.
I'll see.
Right? Let's go with the where's my Carcano? My Carcano rifle. What happened? What's odd? Guess it's fine.
Not finding more help.
Alright, I'm gonna go take care of this, huh? Immediately shoot everyone. It's way up here.
We're good, aren't we?
You don't sign this over, I'm gonna take a long time on you. Just do it. You're gonna do it. What in God's name? They're killers. Get them.
I think he's dying. Oh, no. He died.
Untie me, will you?
To be fair, I shot him in the crotch, so I'm pretty sure that's understood.
Still breathing, fella?
Get these damn ropes off me.
Hey, this is that house that the
Yes.
O'Driscolls were using, isn't it?
Those goddamn bastards deserve that and more. My wife. You seen my wife by any chance?
Yeah, I saw her. West of here. She told me to come find you. It was just a bump.
What? What happened? Did I just... Okay, hold on. That's not. $46. I'm gonna reload a moment ago. See what the hell happened here. Because I literally just bumped into him. I think he's being overdramatic. Uh-oh. I may be having some stream trouble. Anyone see if I'm still here? Still here, yeah. There we go. Okay. Wow. All right, look at that. I missed the last 20 minutes of chat. Jesus. Anyway, so y'all have been talking about keto stuff for quite some time that I have completely missed. Wow. The last thing... we're back. Okay, chat's back. Hi, everyone. So, Repeat everything you said, because I didn't hear any of it. Oh, God. I look over, and I realize that the chat hasn't refreshed in, like, half an hour, so... Or maybe 20 minutes. I don't know. Hey, WizKid, I saw you get here. But I saw like one of your initial comments a while back, but it's been some time. I'm guessing this is Kylie about the stream. Yes, it is. Look at that. Okay, it looks like we're fine. All right, we're good. We're good. Just technical weirdness. All right, we're good. Hello, everyone. Hello again, everyone. Where the hell were we going? We're going to meet Uncle. I guess we accidentally did kill the guy. Nothing we can do about that? Darn. Pizza, horchata, friendship, politics. Indeed. Indeed. Yeah, sorry, WizKid. And, you know, everybody. What's happening here?
You told me you'd fix the wagon. You swore to me.
Hey, what in the hell? It's not.
What the hell are you looking at? You need to move right along now. This here's all my property. You got it?
I mean...
I ain't looking to take anything. What's yours is yours, okay?
Back off! I'll take this for the wagon.
I mean...
This partnership is officially over.
Jeez, we did just knock the guy out. Maybe killed him. Anyway, though, no, hello, Kevin. I hereby acknowledge you. Anyway, welcome. Acknowledge the lot of you guys. Anyway, so, I don't know. Were there thoughts on my election rambling that I was missing? Because that was most of what I was missing. Last thing I saw was about the beginnings of the keto talk. Then it just sort of stopped for whatever reason. So what do you guys think? I do tend to think that the election is not at this point, especially where we're at now. It has almost nothing to do with with anything like vote totals. It is almost definitely going to be either could be both, but a massive systematic fraud or collection of fraud combined somehow with legal fiddle faddle. Let's say. I know that's a very technical and complex term, but I think it's accurate. WizKid says I think Trump's being robbed. I mean, yes,
Okay.
and yeah, probably. It's hard to say for sure. I do certainly think that he's going to try and steal it back, and actually steal it back. Basically by sending it to a I guess a friendly Supreme Court kind of thing. Kylie says I don't know, I haven't paid attention. He's over there. Critter. Haven't paid attention because both are ew. One's more ew than the other. Yeah, I get that. I think we agree on that, but we might disagree on which one's more ew. Personally speaking, I cannot decide which one's more ew. Just on a personal note, they are both very, very gross human beings. So I cannot say one way or the other in that case. Just on a personal note.
What a girl you're becoming.
Yeah, I do think that Creepy Uncle Joe and Bad Dad Trump are both, and you know the serial philanderer Trump are both very disturbing and unsettling on a sort of individual personal moral level. So I don't want to or need to decide in that case, because Damn it, they're both terrible people. I will say one thing for our electoral process. We have absolutely refined the art of finding the two worst human beings in the country and giving one of them the nuclear launch codes. We are so good at that. It is down to a science. Fiddle Faddle does have a lot of nuts in it, Kevin. I agree. Sad China. No. I don't know, Kevin. You are kind of gross from time to time, I suppose. Mostly when I disagree with you about food. WizKid says, I mean, this has literally been Orange Man's personality for literally the last 30 years, way more than 30 years. He's just a walking meme at this point. Yeah. This should surprise no one. None of Trump's behavior should surprise anyone. He's honestly less. Honestly, he's even a little bit less of a terrible person while in office. He's been holding back, I think.
How was your holiday?
I was making money.
Not holding back out of any, of course, moral
Great
reasons.
job.
Well,
For political reasons, I think.
House, a barn. Look at this place. I can't believe it. Thank you. Thank you both.
This calls for a drink.
Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. Young miss at dancing school is taught the minuet to tread. But we go better when we've brought our four-tack to Cathead. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to sea. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. When horn and hounds the forest rend, his pack the huntsman cheers. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. As loud as halloo when we send a broadside to Mount Sears. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, we'll pump it out, and then all hands to see. What's got it?
I love this.
Spend on shore on sweethearts and our wives. What's got at sea? We spend on shore on sweethearts and our wives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. And then my boys hoist sail for more, thus passes sailors' lives. Come bustle, bustle, drink about, and let us merry be. Our can is full, let's fight it out, and then our hands to sea.
Uncle actually sounds coherent for a second when he's singing while drunk. It's crazy. I love this.
Get out here! Uncle's gone!
Uh-oh.
He's fine. Let me sleep.
Get out here now!
That fat man will be fine.
No, he won't. Skinner's.
You think?
Uh-oh.
My guess is they went that way.
Skinner
My
brothers.
other guess is they know we're coming after him.
That's
What
not
choice
good.
do we have?
None.
They had too much whiskey.
Wits about us. We know this is a trap.
I'm pretty sure that was exclusively whiskey. Maybe some beer in there too. But yeah, let's go handle us some Skinner Brothers. And oops, fix my leg. There we go.
I tracked them to the road. We'll pick up the trail there.
Shit. It's like we forgot about him.
Screeching the word red in agony. Red!
We let our guards down.
I mean, that is kind of the theme of this game, right? It's all about red. Let's not use dynamite arrows. Let's go with... Actually, you know what? Let's go with... Actually, yeah, let's go with dynamite arrows. You know what? Screw it. Skinner Brothers deserve that. No, let's be practical and go with a shotgun. Let's be practical. Alright.
One moment.
Hush. Up here. You see that? Blood.
Dear Lord.
They've gone
The
up
guitar
towards
is
Salt
really
Tree.
nice, I agree.
Come on.
Red Dead and Redemption. I don't know, you guys. Some of you guys weren't here yet when I was talking about what I was drinking. Eggnog with brandy.
This might not be about saving him.
What the hell are you talking about?
Ooh, this isn't a good thing to talk about.
Might be better to stop the pain.
Jesus, you mean to...
I mean, you can live a week without a scalp, but it ain't a good week. A gut wound, you can live a month, but it's horrible. What they've done to him might have killed him already, with only hurt to come.
We get him, and we see, okay?
We'll make it his call if we can. But it may be we have to decide. Okay?
Okay.
Oof. Yeah, we need some more holiday happy juice. This isn't happy.
Did you hear something?
Yeah.
What?
You think they saw us coming?
I don't know.
Guess we'll soon find out.
We'll be better off going on foot.
Okay. Leave the horses in the trees there.
Alright, well, what's going on? Yeah, WizKid says, I can't believe John is being this protective of Uncle all of a sudden. Yeah, I agree. I actually should definitely not be using dynamite arrows. Using arrows.
Come on.
Trying to be nice and quiet. Yeah, as I was saying, Uncle here is 1 year older than the oldest Biden vote on record this year. And by 1 year older, I mean the guy, Jason Lemoyne Daniel.
Lookouts?
Probably. Take one. I'll take the other. They're down.
Jason Lemoyne Daniel. He was born the year after Uncle was born. Uncle being born in 1849. Jason born in 1850.
He better be.
Keep your head.
Much older than Charles or John.
Stay together.
WizKid, how do you think I feel? I live in Florida. Right? I have been suffering through the legacy of 2000 for 20 years. Since I was 9. I have known basically my entire adult life and then some how absolutely god-awful, but I won't, absolutely how god-awful Florida is at elections. I am shocked, I tell you, that this whole thing wasn't our fault, as usual. Usually it's our fault.
On the ranch, they'll come this way.
We should have burned it while they slept.
The burning's better if they're awake for it.
Oh jeez, Kevin says, dude, I live in Illinois. I vote in despair. Yeah, WizKid, Michigan is got some serious nonsense this year. Although, interestingly, there are some interesting things to see. Things like,
They've passed. Let's go.
Kylie says, I vote and then get some tacos. Literally same. Literally the same thing. I got tacos on the way home from... Which, almost embarrassingly, I actually did this year. I actually did vote this year. But, that aside, right? I do think it's, yeah, the whole, Michigan has been a mess.
There. Bragging someone.
Is it Uncle?
No.
Darn it.
Let's follow. He might lead us to the camp. He was gonna take us to them.
Oh.
We have to find him ourselves. On me.
Oh, whoops. My bad. Wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, of course, keto tacos. Yeah, it's because the innards with more lettuce. I would think keto tacos would be what I have done, which is taco shell made of a bacon weave, which is very good. He says I'm going to move to Canada for grad school if the one guy's in the White House. Listen, I have got some. I got some Great White North leaf friends, and I can assure you it's not much better up there. Politically speaking.
Yeah, that must be their camp.
What do we do?
Let's get up on that boulder. Take a look.
Hang in there, old man.
I'm telling you, Kylie, bacon weaves are basically the plate of.
Okay. I can't see much through this mist. Can you look too?
Hold on.
Well, there's corpses. Kevin recommends carb smart tortillas. Let's see. Oh no, this isn't good.
Oh. My God.
Poor bastard.
We gotta go get him.
Careful. Where are they? Where are they?
I don't care. Come on. Charles.
Woo! Got him.
Behind you.
Oh, come on. Come on. There we go.
All right, gents. The surprise is over. We're here for you. All of you.
Get us coming in. Quick, Chuck, get down here.
We're here, old man. Hold on.
You're out in the open up there.
Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry. That means they're out in the open relative to me. Which is, of course, a bad strategy. But... Alright. This guy is dodgy. There we go.
What have they done to you? We gotta get you down.
Okay, we've got some time. Let's get Uncle.
Oh.
Okay, old man. I look okay. You look awful. You'll be okay. Those bastards. We got them.
Ooh, that's
Looks like we got here just in time.
not good.
Damn it.
They're roasting him alive.
Got him? Because here come the rest of them. Quick! There's more of them. I'll cover you. Come on.
Down that gully. On top of us.
There we go.
I'll deal with this.
We have to move.
I got this. When I clear, you move.
Anyone can kill you.
Oh, Jesus.
Protect the old man.
I don't feel
Look after Uncle.
Ooh.
The horses. Up ahead. I think we're clear. Come on.
Get
We're
on
not.
your horse.
You cry behind the tree. John.
There we go.
Go.
Prepare to see a feeding on
get out of these woods.
I'm getting.
All right, let's go.
I'm feeling real weird.
Oh, no way, you think? Jesus.
I'll get you through this, girl.
Oh, don't let me fall, please. We're out.
We ain't out till we're home. Right hard. Oh man.
Okay, here we go.
How's the back?
I think it looks.
Oof.
Than it is.
Burns don't always heal easy.
Sure.
There we go.
But I think this will be fine. As long as it don't get infected. It's much better than I feared.
Hear that, old man? This could have been worse.
Jesus.
Pretty weak.
That's
Yeah,
not
I
something
bet.
to hear.
Stay with us, you old bastard.
I don't feel good. Over here. Almost back.
Hang in there, old timer.
Does it look okay?
So wait, what was a Wendigo and or Banshee 2.0?
Uncle. Hey.
I feel like I missed something.
Where? Let's get you down. Easy. I got you.
Come on, get him comfortable.
Thank you, boys.
Don't mention it.
I thought I was dead.
Oh yeah, I can't.
Don't get all sentimental
Yes,
now,
sorry,
old
Kylie.
man.
I can't scroll up
I really
past
think you're
when I
dying.
logged back in.
It's gonna be
For
okay.
some reason, it's not letting me see it,
In
so
days, you're gonna be just fine.
I lost a big chunk.
You're a survivor.
Easy.
I can hear you now. I can see you now.
You'll be fine.
So says WizKid says no, not really no. WizKid says oh crap.
But I doubt it.
Maybe it didn't update
They
again.
must have killed most of them. Now, this is your land.
Was it theirs once?
I don't think
Well,
so.
okay. It
You
might
know,
have
the
not
fellas of
have
the
sent
Sinners were
that.
done about 2 years ago. They're just angry men on a rampage, and we got in their way.
Wendigo hangs
Sorta
its
like
prey
we
and
used
feeds
to
on the
be.
same prey for weeks. God.
Exactly like we used to be.
Maybe we should
See,
take
here
up
I thought
torture.
you were talking about keto tortillas
We got Uncle singing instead of
flaying
torture.
their victims alive, which, I don't know, maybe.
We're gonna be safe here, John.
YouTube's a little dodgy tonight, that's all.
You, your family, you'll all be safe.
Ooh, better be. I don't want
hope
Abigail
so.
out here yet. Well, I'm Jack.
I really do. If she ever comes back.
Well, she's in the thumbnail, so I hope so. I hope I didn't do that wrong. Put the wrong one in. Oh, you guys gave me the big word about being human glue. Well, made friends in your account. That's good. That's good. That's part of why I do this. It's, connections. Like connecting people. Always have. It's been kind of been a thing I've always liked doing. Forming new friendships and all that. Nice. Something actually productive. Not that other things I do aren't productive, but that sure is. 7 degrees of Florida, man. Ah, here we go.
You're...
You always
man,
did
that's
have
so
that
sweet.
fine way with words.
You doing all right, son?
Sure, Pop. Can I go see the house?
Sure.
Just give him some time. He'll warm up. It's quite a place you got here.
It's yours.
Ours. I should see about that boy.
Who's my new rival?
Oh, that's Rufus. He's loyal, dumb, and angry, so he reminded us of you.
That's your idea of a joke, miss?
Yes.
Come on!
Incidentally, Rufus is the name of our Paladin's war dog mount in one of our D&D games. Which is, he's a halfling, incidentally. So he rides a war dog into battle with full plate mail, a shield, and a falchion, which is taller than he is. It's a relic magic item. I don't regret giving to him yet. Let's do some farm work. Yeah. WizKid says, I love how real their chemistry is. Absolutely. Yeah, it really, a lot of the character work in this game just feels like nicely organic. It's not contrived, it's not like fantastical storytelling kind of thing. It's just, ordinary folks being ordinary folks. A lot of it just does feel nice and real. Actually brings up one of the things I was kind of talking about, and I got distracted to talk about. I got sidetracked by some of my students to talk about in one of my classes today. Or not today. This was Tuesday, I think. Tuesday. I do agree, though, WizKid. It's a refreshingly real, refreshingly real tips and characters and all that. It's funny. It's one of the things that I kind of got distracted talking about was the sort of metaphysics of fictional objects of fiction, which is something that I've done some research on, some actual academic study on. I dedicated a good month or two to try and figuring it out because it's a very complicated subject. Unfortunately, I came to very shaky conclusions at best. Because it's an incredibly complex subject. What is a fictional character? Does it exist, and in what sense does it exist? And straightforwardly, you say no, because John Marston, for example, is not a real person. But that's weird. The weird part about John Marston is he is a person. Right? He is a person. He has a scar. He has black hair. He wears Arthur's old hat. He likes an M1899 semi-automatic pistol. Even more so, he likes a sawed-off shotgun. Right? All this stuff is true of John Marston. It would be false to say John Marston is a blonde. It would be false to say, for example, that John Marston got his scar from Dutch. This would be false about something. It would be objectively false about something. But it's weird because it doesn't seem to be a real object that it's false about. Anakin is a person. He was right about his protestations. Thank you, WizKid, for the god-awful example. Not awful, just kind of absurd example. Yes, kind of how you got into the argument about the WizKid, right? So, and Kevin, it's not even archetypes. It's that John's a person. He's a man with certain qualities and lacking other qualities. So it's not just that he is an archetype. He's more than just the cowboy. No, he's John Marston. There's more to it than just, yes, he is the cowboy. He embodies the cowboy archetype. Which, yeah, he does. But there are also individuating characteristics that are true of John, that are not true of Arthur, who also embodies the cowboy archetype. And, I mean, Riley asks, is he a man or is he a Muppet? I don't know if that's a joke or not. Because, Muppets are another example of fictional characters, right? If Kermit the Frog, for example, if maybe here's something weird. If Kermit the Frog, if it turned out that in some show, in some special, Kermit the Frog, to go with a maybe a used up joke, if Kermit the Frog started talking about lobsters and Jungian archetypes, right? He might sound similar, but he's not Kermit the Frog anymore because that's not what Kermit does. It would be out of character for Kermit. And this goes for any kind of fictional character. The sort of literature, the philosophical literature on this subject mostly refers to Sherlock Holmes. Because Sherlock Holmes is a character that there have been many iterations of. There have been a lot of variances. And yet there is still a sort of core of the character that is not exactly perfectly describable. Oh, right, the Muppet Musical with Jason Segel, that's right. I haven't seen that in a long time. Since around when it came out, I don't think. Let's do some hay bales. But I think, right, so the reason that Sherlock Holmes is a token example of this is that he's old. Right? The character has been around for a long time. He is not particularly old, which is a weird thing to say. Well, not quite true. He's old in some stories. There are some stories about Sherlock Holmes when he is old. But it's important to note that it's still the character of Sherlock Holmes is still the character of Sherlock Holmes, right? It's not that that it's a fundamentally different character when you're talking about a different time period or a different time of his life, right? Like the movie Holmes with, who was it? Was it Ian McKellen? I think it was Ian McKellen, which I thought was very good. It was very good. If you never saw it, it was Holmes. It was starring, I think it was Ian McKellen. I think. It was from maybe 2012 or 13. Might have been a little earlier than that. It was phenomenal. It was very, very good. It was about an old Sherlock Holmes who is struggling with a kind of dementia, and he's struggling to remember things sort of after retiring. It was very, very good. It was very slow. It made me think of like a BBC presentation. It was very, very good. I do highly recommend it if you have a chance to see it. Anyway, though, so that aside, right? There are certain things that are true about Sherlock Holmes, but there are certain things that are shaky about Sherlock Holmes, right? For example, is Sherlock Holmes, as written by Stephen Moffat and played by Benedict Cumberbatch, Cucumber, is that still Sherlock Holmes, despite the fact that he lives in the 21st century instead of the early 21st century instead of the late 19th? Is Sherlock Holmes essentially a part of Edwardian London? Could Sherlock Holmes be American? Could Sherlock Holmes be addicted to nicotine patches instead of cocaine? This kid. Is that possible? Is it still the same character? This becomes interesting, right? Variations on the same theme, as you said. It might seem like this is either a different character altogether. It might seem like this is just a variation on the same character, but at what point does it become a different character altogether? That is shaky. So maybe there are certain essential characteristics. And what's more interesting is that, well, maybe we can attribute it to the author. Maybe the author decides what the character is. Right? It is exclusively a creation of the author. This is Peter Van Inwagen's reading of the sort of metaphysics of fictional characters, who is, by the way, a brilliant philosopher. I disagree with him on quite a few things. This might have to be one of them, unfortunately, because I do think that it's not merely that it's a creation of an individual, of an author, because the author can get the character wrong. Right? Even the original author can get the character wrong. This happens, right? You have an original author who's writing a character, but then they kind of deviate from the original character and they write something odd and out of character. And we can, even as an audience, objectively say, hey, yeah, you got the character wrong. WizKid, Han shot first is a perfect example. Because the author, in this case George Lucas, talking about Han Solo, the author wrote something about the character character of Han Solo. He wrote something originally, but then he changed it, which is authoritative, which is true of Han Solo. Erica says this is what happens when you play a character in roleplay for too long. Yeah, that too. Your character can get out of character. And it can sort of deviate from what the character actually is. In that case, is it still that character anymore? Is it a new character? Is it somebody else? Something else? Or has the character just undergone a change? In which case, how do you delineate between, person at point A and person at point B? And it gets. Oh, and of course you got the Flanderization issue, which is its own separate thing, right? When you have a character that gets a trait over exaggerated to the point of unrealism. So yeah, I do think that things can happen to fictional characters. There's also like a multi-layer process when it comes to freedom as well, right? So a character like John Marston is controlled by the player, me. I control John Marston, but at the same time, John is to a lesser degree controlled by you, the audience, because I ask you about what I should do, and then further, John is controlled by the writers, because they constrain the options. But more properly, and I think in a completely different way, but in just as important a way, John Marston is controlled by John Marston. Because within the narrative, it is not true that Professor Vincent McCoy is controlling John Marston's actions. That was not a part of the story of Red Dead Redemption 2. Right, or even the epilogue. It was not. Right? That wasn't part of the story. That wasn't something that happened. John made choices in the story. That is what happened. All right, before we help out Abigail or anything, let's just kind of head south and play around down here. See what's up with these our old Red Dead Redemption 1 areas. See what's down there. See what there is to do down there. I know there's some exploration to do, so let's do that for a little while. WizKid says, Kevin says, I was having issues with James Bond character.
I missed you, girl.
Becoming something other than a British man. He's been thus for so long. The question to be, does the audience have a right to expect a change? I mean, depends on if it's an authentic development of the character, or it depends on if it is in fact the same character or not. I would think that these kinds of things are objective matters that are not simply decided by any one particular person, any more than deciding how much eggnog is left in here is up to any particular person. You don't decide that, you just observe it. So if the new version of 007 is a proper and authentic version of the character, or addition to the story, I think addition to the story is probably the better way of putting it. Then if that is the case, right, then yeah, I think we should accept it as sort of fans. Now, we don't have to necessarily like the story that's being told. We can like it, we can not like it, whatever. That's a separate issue. Let's go the other way. I want to go through this area, Thieves Landing. Always a fun spot. It's a little shooting gallery. Let's see. Kylie says, I think Severus Snape could be a good example. People overly idolize and sometimes martyrize him, but he was seemingly written as one of the villains. Though I do believe he got a redemption arc in the end. Yeah, he did. He got a redemption arc, but it's not like he was fully redeemed. It's not like he turned to a hero. He just kind of turned to a sympathetic villain. A character whose motivations we can understand, who ultimately made a good choice in the end. Made good choices, maybe. Plural, probably. And I think it was a realistic character arc to an extent. I really do. At least for the most part. New Austin. Stay to a New Austin. Whiskit says, or male for that matter, talking about Bond. Female Bond can't work. A female Bond-esque character, however, can. She just can't be Bond. And I think you're right, and I don't think the writers are trying to make her Bond. I think they're making her 007. Which is, you know, the rank and identification thing. She's a particular agent, not that she is, you know, Jane Bond. Or whatever. Okay.
Saddle.
Alright, let's get us some... Now, where in the heck is my Carcano? I don't have a Carcano. That is so bizarre. Maybe I left it at the ranch or something. I don't know. Whiskit says he does, and he doesn't. He's sympathetic, definitely. He's talking about Snape, but redemption's debatable in the books anyway. True, Kylie says. I mean, I watched a video that argued that he was secretly protecting Harry the whole time while acting like he was against him with Voldemort. Yeah, I think that was probably the intent. I think that was Rowling's intent behind the character, at least for the most part. Even if it wasn't, you know, perfectly done the whole time. I'm gonna go hide behind a tree and shoot everyone. It's a really bad spot. About... This isn't very good cover, but it's cover. That is behind a... That fence is made of rope. This is also really bad cover. It's cover. You know what? Maybe distance will be my cover. This will be my really bad cover. There we go. Now, before I start shooting, let me keep reading. Whiskit says, Kojima did this to Solid Snake in a lot of ways. His direct comeback, Phantom Man for the character. True. Snape was written to be inflammatory. Alan Rickman's portrayal of the character certainly helped to influence that. Yeah. He was such a good villain actor. I was under the impression Kevin says that Snape was a deep hero acting as a villain as part of Dumbledore's scheme. Yeah, kind of, but he was also still... He was still deeply troubled, to say the least. And Kylie says, true, Alan Rickman was awesome. One of my absolute favorite actors and people. Yeah, he was phenomenal. Absolutely agree. Whiskit says, I mean, kind of, but look how he was treated... how he treated someone like Neville. He used the hell out of that kid and did plenty of decidedly unheroic things to that end. Very true. He was certainly incredibly resentful throughout most of the novels, and he really helped for fairly selfish reasons, or at least for I don't know. I would generally just say sort of pathological reasons with his obsession with Lily and all of that. All right, shooting time. Where are they at? There we go. that it? Not it. I know there's more. Where are they? There's one. I love sniping. This feels like cheating. Kylie says Snape was definitely an ass most of the time. I think it was interesting to see how similar upbringings with his and Harry's timeline, as far as bullying, neglect, turned both of them into vastly different people. Yeah. Whiskit says completely selfish and pathological reasons. And I mean, make no mistake, I can be like that too, to some extent, but never like that and never so cruelly and selfishly. Hopefully not. This is actually something that I always tell my students, and this is something that I more or less get directly from Dr. Jordan Peterson, is the point that you should always consider how easily, depending on circumstance, how easily you could be manipulated into doing something heinously wrong. It would probably not be very difficult to get you to take part in some kind of awful and terrible totalitarianism or something similar. Oof. Are they? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna start needing somebody to join me in like Discord or something to start reading chats. Oh man, especially while I'm doing shooting. Whiskit says, Kylie says, I think Alan played him in such a way that one couldn't help but both hate him and have pity for the guy. Yeah, he does that quite well. Uh-oh, what's that guy? For love, WizKid says especially, or other intense emotion, probably love or hate, or fear. Fear is also all the more common of a way of getting somebody to... Oh shit. Oh god. I just threw dynamite at me. Ow. Kylie says, but at the same time, if Lily were alive, she'd probably never let him near Harry if she knew how he treated him. Very true. There's a theory that she was pregnant when she died and convinced James to let bygones be bygones with Snape, and even let him be the child's godfather. Huh. Interesting possibility. That would make quite a difference, I think, between their relationship.
Look at that. You're all dead.
I think I got all of them. Do you really? I don't know. I'm not always a big sort of death of the author kind of reader, but I do take that to more or less be the case with respect to Rowling, just because of the copious amounts of changes that she makes after the fact that aren't, necessary to the narrative. Don't actually have much of an impact. Or maybe they do have a significant impact. It's just that they were never suggested in the actual text. This kid says it's hard to tell how she and he would have interacted had she lived. Maybe he would have loosened up a little, but probably not. He wanted her, nobody else. I know how how that sort your priorities and how you. This kid says. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's fair. He did not have anything like healthy respect for. I'm wondering if he could have developed one. It's possible, but her dying before he had sort of gotten things settled, before he had the luxury of getting things, getting feelings in order, let's say, that honestly kind of, I think helped to lock him in to the kind of pathological way of considering her. I think in large part it made it so that he couldn't move on. The fact that she died made it, I think so that he had a much harder time moving on than he might have if she had lived. Hard. This kid says if it isn't in the text itself, good luck convincing me to take it seriously. Yeah. This kid says I think maybe if James weren't a total dickhead, maybe, but she shacked up with the bully that really fucked with him. Howdy, Arthur. Miss ya. Miss you a lot. Cigar. I mean, I don't want to speak for everybody else. I certainly do. Speaking of, and so does John. Biscuits. Nice. Yep, Beecher's Hope, just a little bit north. Best. Doing quite well, so I hear. Actually, let's go back out this way. Some more looting. Right. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, I do think that, to kind of go back to what I was saying earlier, I think that, I was saying that that I don't really have the expertise to settle the question of what fictional characters are, and Arthur Morgan being in our chat complicates that problem. But I say this in part just because I just don't know. I don't know a good answer to it. Sky rats. Oh. Hey. Yeah, absolutely. I do agree. Wait, why did I come up here? I don't want to go here. I don't know. Anyway, though, right? It's really one of these where I just don't. It's far too complicated a subject, and despite having put in some effort to figure it out, I don't think I really can. There's way more to the question than I've been able to sort through, and even putting in some effort and reading a lot of the literature on the subject. If you are interested in this, the two big names in the field, in terms of, you know, fictionalism and figuring out what fictional objects and fictional characters and such are. The two big names in the philosophy literature would be Meinong and Van Inwagen. I would also, there's also some useful stuff in a lot of the sort of Tolkien literature, because Tolkien talks a lot about subcreation and such like. And so Peter Kraft's book, what is it? Philosophy of Tolkien, I think, is another source that is helpful, but again, incomplete. I don't think it actually solves, I don't think it fully resolves the problem. It should. Why not? This is not Assassin's Creed. Well, what I mean, Arthur, is I seem to recall something happening to you about 8 years ago that would make your presence here a bit of a mystery, let's just say. And so that makes all of these various things rather mysterious. Of course, being a philosopher, my job is to sort of demystify the mysterious, but at the same time, I'm not always fully competent to do so, fortunately. All right. Listen, Arthur. I might need to, what's locked? I might need to show you something on top of the map. I don't know if this stream. Certainly at some point. Where would that be? Unfortunately, the thing I would need to show you on top of the mountain is, like, if I recall, up around here, I think, around Three Sisters, if I remember right. I'd need to trace my steps back. It would certainly be something worth doing. I don't know if I want to do it right tonight. We got over an hour. We could do it. But I was already planning on heading southwards and doing some exploration down this way. We might have to save that, confusing Arthur Morgan, for another time. What's going on?
Gone. I'm sorry. Didn't realize you didn't like visitors.
Get lost, will you?
Sure. Why don't people like visitors? I don't get it. All these people camping out in the middle of the wilderness. Don't like me riding on by to say hello? Get it. Let's see. I wanted to go the other way, but this is fine, I guess. Go. Let's just take a road. Go with it. Why not? See what we find.
Made it this far, eh, girl?
Do you think I eventually want to switch out my horse, but
There. I love you, lady.
Kevin asks, could a character be merely an extension of its creator, similar to a finger as it pertains to the mind? I think kind of, but I hesitate to go all the way on that, just because a character can outlive its creator. And still act, and still live, and still do things. Right? Sherlock Holmes is a character. Sherlock Holmes still does things. People are still writing Sherlock Holmes stories, and are writing them correctly and properly. At least in some cases. And Sir Arthur Conan Doyle's long dead. Yeah, I think WizKid's right on this, right? I think he says maybe at first, but they inevitably develop their own distinct personalities. Yeah, that's very true. I've written characters mostly for RPGs, whether those are player characters or non-player characters, but all of them are based on myself in some way or another, but not entirely. And they have all sort of developed in different directions from each other and from my real self.
Hey, get out of here.
Oh, okay. You don't like me either. What is this? Didn't want to bother you.
Sir!
Ooh, it's getting dusty down here. Kevin asks, is mind tied to mortality, though? If I understand what you mean, I kind of say yes. If only to the extent of interaction with the world, right? Even if you know, even if Conan Doyle's effects are still affecting the world, it's still the effects that are affecting the world. It's not, you know, his mind is not what is in fact animating the character of Sherlock Holmes, for instance. Arthur Morgan's getting goosebumps having us talk about it. Sorry about all that. WizKid says, either by virtue of themselves or by how culture vies with and interprets them, this is getting into meme analysis levels of meta, and I love it. Yeah, meme analysis is another example of this too. Like, especially the constant replication and variation of memetics. I think that especially is really telling when it comes to characters with various iterations, characters that are iterated differently by different authors, but still are recognizably the same character. Sherlock Holmes is of course the good example of this, but there are plenty of others. Then you have the kind of the contrary, where is so Sherlock Holmes is a particular character, right? There are various iterations and differences, but they all bear the same name, the name Sherlock Holmes, and some of the same essential characteristics. Okay, great. What about the Great Mouse Detective? Is the Great Mouse Detective Sherlock Holmes or not? There is an incredibly close resemblance. The only difference is that one of them is an anthropomorphic animal and one of them is an anthropos, a human. That's it. That's the only difference. They are intended to be almost completely identical. It's a
Partner? Hello to you.
gravedigger, I think, or a grave robber.
Ain't often you see a horse like that. Appreciate it.
Hey, excuse me, get out of the way.
Oh, just go away. Look after it.
That was weird. Yes, Erica, I know that Sherlock Holmes is in The Great Mouse Detective, but the character is very, very clearly based heavily and directly on Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Oh, well, that's interesting. I really hope that guy who we just let wander off was not the guy who murdered these people. They were murdered. I doubt we can track him, but we can try. Yeah, he did learn from... Yeah, I know Sherlock Holmes was a separate character, but at the same time, they are intentionally very, very, very similar. More so than just, a protege kind of character. He's got his own version of Watson. He's got his own version. He's got a pipe. He's got basically everything that Sherlock Holmes has got as Sherlock Holmes. But he's got his own thing.
Off the horse!
think we just... Okay, I think we're allowed to do this. Aren't we? He's running away. Interesting. I'm banking a lot on this guy being kind of a psychopath.
Untie me.
What's he have on him?
What sense is it would be rude not to rob you?
Oh, well.
Come on. Let me go.
This is how it has to
Alright,
be.
never mind. Sorry.
No, this isn't happening to me. No, I don't like this one bit.
I'll see you later, Arthur. Good to have you here. See you another time. What is this? The thoroughbred. Oh, man. Okay. You know what? I do have to take this thing. I'm sorry. I already robbed the guy. I might as well take his horse.
All right.
Is there a stable around here in Armadillo? It's a saloon. There is no stable in Armadillo. Darn. Might be one around there. So let's go ahead and go and have a look. Oh, that's a nice horse. What's happening?
Hold your fire. Hold your fire. We're here, back off, okay? We got some business with the bring him out. Get out of here now. You cheating sons of bitches!
I don't know what you made of that, but it was a close thing. And in life,
Oops, I should probably take my mask off before I talk to the sheriff.
demise of this settlement, I am resigning my post. And you will see that I've packed my valise. But the accoutrements of my profession remain in my desk.
Glad I was able to help you out of that, Sheriff. Sad you won't stick around.
Well, so long. I must see about a train.
Yeah, I do like moonshine, unless it ran away.
Hey! Let's get out of here!
Oh no. I think he ran off. Well, that's terrible. Well, that was worth a try. I do like moonshine. I think he's gone. To be fair, I kind of did get distracted by a bunch of gang members, so happens, I guess. Darn it! Yeah, so they can run off if you don't. They can run off if you don't bond with them fully before getting off of the horse and running. The accoutrements of the office are in the desk. That seems to imply to me that this is a job offer to be the sheriff of Armadillo. Nothing. Nothing. Cigarettes. Oh, whoops. That's it. Cigarettes. Okay. That's it, really? That wasn't a job offer to be a sheriff. I mean, Arthur got to be sheriff of Rhodes. I can't be sheriff of Armadillo? Darn. It's a shame. Look around and see if I can find that horse. But unfortunately, when horses run off, they tend to run far. I didn't have much time, unfortunately, WizKid, to time off onto anything.
Good evening. Survived another day, mister.
You get yourself to a doctor.
Mm-hmm.
And good luck.
See you again. Maybe.
I mean, yeah, it might lead to continuity errors, but yeah, nobody says that. Yeah, there's 4 years between then and now, or now and then, I guess. Whatever. Anything can happen between the games. The fact that he even shows up here is, uh-oh, cholera. Good horse. Tennessee Walker, not that great. How about you? What are you? Standard bred. Meh. Not great. Mustang. Ooh. How would I take this bad boy? What do you think? Well, he didn't know the sheriff when we first got here in the first game because the sheriff, the current sheriff, just left.
Here we go.
This is one of those Del Lobos horses. Nice Mustang. Ooh, look at that trot. That's very nice. I mean, this isn't moonshine, but this is a very nice little tiny Mustang.
Partner, keep that horse far from us. It's too good. Sir!
Hello?
Dog? Oh, mangy dog.
Here, boy.
Bloodhound.
Oh, ma'am!
Hello?
Oh, WizKid's grandma used to ride Tennessee Walkers, and I miss her.
Come on, let's go.
I know that.
Enough already.
No, this is one of the horses from the from one of those thieves, one of the Del Lobos. That means they're free.
Okay, well, I think that should do it. Let's go. We're leaving town. There's a cholera epidemic. I suggest you do the same.
Oh, come on. Let's go.
It's fair.
Let's go.
Okay. Well, good luck to you. And you, sir. Stay clear of town.
Did you feed the horses?
Yeah, I told you I did.
And we have enough food and water for the journey. Clean water.
Yeah, we got everything we need.
All right, well, this is even more depressing than it was then. The well, will be in 4 years, I guess I should say. Let's see about this. See if we can get. See if we can get John a deadly disease too.
I have to say, we don't see many new faces around here. So, what are you thinking?
Oh, whiskey.
Give me anything you like.
This'll give you a kick.
Yeah, cholera, but no undead nightmare. That is disappointing, isn't it?
Beer and whiskey's about the only thing left that's safe to drink in this
Yeah,
town.
I was a little disappointed that this game never got any DLC.
So is pretty much everyone else.
I mean, it has a bunch of online stuff, but the actual single player stuff didn't get much.
That might be the cruelest irony of them all.
Get much extra.
Cholera's a horrible business, mister.
I'd very much love to. Here we go. I'd very much love to. Here we go. Now it's bonded to. Perfect.
That's a girl.
There.
That's better.
Yeah, we don't need John. Well, Kylie. Just you know, play Red Dead Redemption 1. Just do that. Do that. It's an older game. It's pretty old, so that'll just play Red Dead Redemption 1. That's all. That's all I'll say. He doesn't die of cholera. I will say that much. So don't worry. We know that. Just know that Red Dead Redemption 1 comes after 2. Red Dead Redemption 2 is a prequel. But 11 years before. Right now, so it's been 8 years since the end of the main game. The hell? Who the hell is shooting whom?
What's got into you? You blind, huh? What'd I do?
I thought I was some strong man in Armadillo. You have all gun in your shack.
Ain't no one gonna thank me.
I mean, they don't have a sheriff, so I guess I have to do this. WizKid says it's because Rockstar has devolved into a money-grubbing online slinger instead of worrying about expanding single-player in any way, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the way of AAA titles nowadays, of turning it into a sort of game-as-service type of thing, sadly. It's the current way of monetizing stuff rather than selling single-player DLC. The last time we actually really saw a good purchasable single-player DLC, man, it has been a while since there has been a real AAA game that has had purchasable DLC, since maybe 2015 or 16.
Let's go, girl.
Single player DLC has been really rare at best. I don't know where I'm going. But I'm going. Horses here. Somebody's horses. Yeah, I tend to agree. WizKid says games as service is destroying video games, and I despise it. I don't like it either.
Doing okay, girl.
There's a lot even specifically I don't like about it. It's because of the fully online components are usually my sort of favorite part of most games. That said, I've still thought very, very hard about getting Star Wars Squadrons, despite that being I mean, that's a purely an almost exclusively online game, but at the same time, it is not the kind of it's EA doing the online thing without nearly as much like money grubbing nonsense as they usually do. It's really quite surprising. Oh, what's that down there? Check that out. I will also say that I did just get Jedi Fallen Order as well. I've been playing it a bit off stream. Don't know if I'm actually going to finish the whole thing yet. But I do plan on... I mean, I'm going to finish it eventually, I'm sure. But I do plan on... I'd like to maybe eventually stream it at some point, way down the line. I've got plenty to come up on before that, so it would have to be in quite a while if I'm going to do that. But the Lobos. I think these are Del Lobos. That's a horse. gonna walk up to them and see if they attack me.
Hey, mister. Just calm down.
Go! Get to kicking dirt.
Okay.
I'm only having fun. Didn't think you'd take me being here so serious.
I mean, I didn't mean to, like, intrude on anything. Saying hello.
Come on,
Just
lady.
aiming my long rifle at you. It's no big deal. Get on along. Exploring down here, yeah? But yes, I did get that. Now, I'm also, with that in mind, that as well as Nier Automata on the docket, and eventually Dragon Age Inquisition on the docket as well, in terms of what we'll be eventually playing. I am in the market for a controller for my PC. Gamepad. The trouble, of course, being that that I didn't realize that, because I haven't purchased a controller since GameCube. So I'm used to controllers being like 15-20 bucks, which is not the case anymore. So gradually, I am thinking vaguely about asking about shilling for some cash from some of you guys. So WizKid, Nier is up next after we are done with Mass Effect. When we're done with the Mass Effect trilogy, because when we're done with the epilogue for Red Dead, we're going to be going to Dragon Age Origins, and so that'll be our Thursday thing, and then Nier will be once we are done with the Mass Effect trilogy. So that'll be the next one. That'll be the next one up. Then after that, we'll see.
Okay, Missy.
Let's see. What happened? Oh, journal. Darn it, I still need to do that. I need to go back to Saint Denis. Find a vampire. What time is it? It's 11 something? Nah, I said I was exploring. We'll do it. We'll go find a vampire next time. Yes. Let's keep going. No?
Relax, girl.
Alright then. I missed it, WizKid. What did you say? Excuse me, what about? I missed the timing on that. What was shocking and surprising there? Was it the Del Lobos saying that they were gonna use me as target practice? Because they're a bunch of a-holes. Or was it about what games we were looking at streaming next? I wasn't sure. What was surprising? Not a horse. Oh yeah, there's a vampire in Saint Denis. You didn't know that? Next week. A bunch of Del Lobos were shooting at us from on top of a hill, trying to use us for target practice, so we shot them back. And I was talking about the vampire of Saint Denis, and WizKid doesn't believe me. Does not believe that there is a vampire in Saint Denis. I don't know why you wouldn't believe that. It's perfectly normal. You didn't realize that this takes place in the Buffyverse?
You're a good girl now.
Again, what have we been just talking about for the last, like, hour? About fiction. About fictional objects and fictional world and fictional settings and fictional characters. And what have we just been talking about for like an hour? Come on. Vampires exist. Calm down. Don't be getting crazy on me. It's here. What's this? A house. I like this house. It's cute. Vegetable. Coffee. Candy. Speaking of, stolen Halloween candy. By stolen, I mean dad tax. Yeah, I can't believe you didn't know that Red Dead takes place in the Buffyverse. I thought that was pretty obvious, honestly. It says share. It's odd. Oh, Kylie, dad tax.
You're a good
I mean,
filly.
dad tax is the portion of one's candy, particularly usually Halloween candy. Although it can be any sweet treats really that one gets, that one pays to one's dad as a kind of tribute. Oops. Really? Wait, really? Only heard of mom tax? Oh, that's odd. No. Dad tax is the original. Mom's just kind of appropriated our culture, so to speak. Dad jokes are also a very, very good thing. Imagine paying your dowry using only candy. Oh my gosh.
Come on, then.
Let's head towards whatever that campfire or whatever. See what's going on over there. It's a little bit distant.
There you go. Blow it.
Darn it. It's dying, so I have to go finish it off again. Mom tax is sexist imperialism confirmed. Please, kid. Not sexist. It doesn't apply differently to males and to men and women or boys. We can call it sexist. I go. There's trains. Is that a train station? I think. All kinds of really neat stuff down here.
All right, girl.
Keeping in mind, of course, that I never actually played Red Dead Redemption 1. We watched through most of it for story stuff. So I don't have the same kind of, like, happy reminiscence farm. Hello, doggy.
All right, little feller. Hello, ma'am.
Oh, you're quite a sight, all bloodied up.
I like being strange. Anyway, I hope you're okay there.
Well, how about that?
You look after yourself.
See you later.
Hey.
Poor whiz kid. Yeah. Let's see. Where to next? Let's keep going south, yeah? Let's keep going south. Why not? WizKid says RDR1 is fun. It's a lot of fun. Definitely old and clunky. But fun, especially the DLC. Yeah, I know. It's I've heard some like very bad things about the actual gameplay and mechanics and stuff.
Oh, partner.
All this. Interesting. Oh, hey, it's this guy.
Oh, hello there, friend. Do you have a minute? I could use
Yeah.
some assistance gathering herbs for my studies.
What are you looking for this time?
Oh, good. The name's William, by the way. I'm looking to study wild feverfew. I've heard that it gives a kick like nothing else.
I've never
Look
heard
for
of that.
small, round flowers, white petals, and a yellow eye.
So, what you planning with these flowers?
I'm hoping for more pep, to be honest. Sometimes my studies can be draining. Believe it or not. Those plants may take some searching. I'd get started.
Are they like right nearby or what? Hmm. See. Hmm.
There you are.
Start looking around further. Oh, geez. Well, we got Kylie and WizKid talking about relationship troubles. I don't know what advice I can give either of you. I haven't already given to both of you, so. No. Guys. Sometimes there's, just not great luck, And I will say, I about to say when I was your age, but I guess a little before your age. Interestingly, I met Erica when I was around. But high school, very early in college, I had absolutely no luck whatsoever when it came to relationships. Gratuitously and almost comically bad at it. So, it's that's true, WizKid. I have not had to beat you with the horny stick this stream yet. I did Monday, but that was understandable. It's, Ellie, Red Sage, huh? Okay. What I'm looking for. I got one. I'm going to skin this and then head backwards, I guess. I'm apparently not supposed to go further than this. To Williams camp. Weird, because I found absolutely nothing. Well, it's not nothing. Right.
Okay.
keep on looking, yeah? A sandstorm is not helpful. Oh, is this it? These are carrots. Looks like. Yeah, carrots. I'm not going to say it was worse. It probably wasn't. I don't know, but I did not get relationships too very well before. I mean, frankly, before I met Erica, those. Other than that, I had done quite poorly. Little to no success. Relationships I had, they were very, very short-lived, and not even in a short-lived like burst of passion fireworks. No, just like I was really bad at dating, and none of my relationships went like anywhere. Which, is fine. In retrospect, I don't have any problems with that. Like, things have turned out well, obviously, and out of how they've gone. And that's really the thing, too. That's really the more important thing, right? Is that I don't have any regrets about any of it. Because again, I take a rather stoic way of looking at my past decisions, even my past mistakes, is that, yeah, I made mistakes, kind of, but those mistakes are what brought me to where I am now, and I'm very glad to be where I am now. So I'm glad I made those mistakes. I embrace them. And it's not just because, I made those mistakes, I'm sticking by my decisions. No, I made dumb decisions. I made dumb, wrong decisions. But providentially, they led me to somewhere good. Through no fault of my own, right? Obviously made dumb, stupid choices. But... Is that? No, it's pigs? Hey, I need those. Well, that didn't work. Oh. Yeah, that's working better. Pigs. I mean, that's really the thing. Like, it really does come down to where you wind up. And it's a long game. I don't pretend to have been any relationships, because I wasn't. I don't even pretend to be good at relationships now. It's just that I found someone who I'm very, very happy to have found. And if I'd been a very skilled player in high school in my freshman or so year of college, then things might have gone differently, and hell, probably, fair chance, could have gone worse. But if I hadn't made the mistakes I made, things could have been worse. The mistakes I made are partially responsible for where I am now, and like I said, I'm very happy with where I am. So it's the question of, do you have any regrets? No, of course not.
Okay, Missy.
I acknowledge that some of the things I've done have been mistakes, but I don't regret the mistakes. Because those, like I said, those mistakes led me to, even if, accidentally or providentially, they led me to where I'm at, they led me to where I'm at. Which is great. Which is absolutely fantastic. I really do think that is probably the best outlook with respect to such things. Is to remember that, even if you do make mistakes, those mistakes are part of what would bring you along to where you're going. And you're probably not going somewhere terrible. You want to put it, you know, to an extent, just, you know, place your faith in Providence, that things will go well, and when they do, part of it's because of you know, on using your dumbass mistakes all the way along.
Okay.
Yeah, Kylie, I agree. You're in a, Kylie says, I'm in a better place. I'm definitely in a better place now, even if short as 2 years ago. More bubbly and happier. And that's phenomenal. Right? That's a good thing. And that's not something that you should want to give up. And it's always important to remember that, you know, saying, oh, I wish I'd done things differently. That part of that is just sort of implying, hey, I wish I were somewhere. I wish things were different than they are. You shouldn't wish that. I mean, even aside from like, hey, yay, my life is great. And even if it's not great, right? Saying that it could have been it could have been better under whatever other circumstances, right? I wish I had done this differently. Part of that's just, you know, trying to tell yourself that, you know, you could have done something better. It's a kind of hubris. It's saying that you know how things should have gone. And you know, in essence, you know, better than God, how things should have turned out for your life. Nah, it's dumb. It's really dumb. That's pride talking. WizKid says, the Lord works in mysterious ways. I usually hate that phrase, but I do hate that phrase, but I think you're right. Right in this context. And every situation I've been in has been marginally better than the last, so I am making progress, certainly. And I guess some lessons are just easier to learn than others. I'm more confident in learning to be less codependent and mopey and yearnful. I refuse to be anyone's emotional punching bag anymore. Awesome. I love hearing these phenomenal success stories. I mean, well, I don't know. Maybe not a phenomenal success story, but it doesn't have to be a phenomenal success for it to be important.
Okay.
You know,
Got it right
it's
here.
a good thing. It is a good thing.
Now this looks like a good sample. Here we go.
Speaking of good things, despite having finished my eggnog, there is another delightful and wonderful holiday drink, or I guess seasonal drink, that I forgot to mention, and it's what's in here. This is, it's an SE Grocers brand, so it's a Winn-Dixie brand, so sorry, WizKid. Sorry, Kevin. I assume you guys don't have Winn-Dixies. I'm so sorry. No, it is it's one of those, it's one of the just sort of SE Grocers brand sodas, and it's the raspberry ginger ale that they have. And every year when winter comes around and these things appear on the shelves, I buy dozens of the damn things to keep around in the closet, hoping they don't go flat. And just gradually drinking them until like well after they're gone from the store. They are phenomenal if you ever happen by a Winn-Dixie. And I know, you know, some of my viewers are not from the Winn-Dixie part of the country, sadly, which is really unfortunate. Winn-Dixie's a wonderful store. I love Winn-Dixie. It's a weird thing to really love, but I do. In any case, right? It's a great little seasonal thing. It's just delicious. It's wonderful. It's nothing like super special. It's not like, you know, it's not like a drink to go way far out of your way for, but it is one of my favorite semi-clear sodas. And it's a nice, wonderful little seasonal treat. One of those little things. It's the little things that you gotta admire. Like this horrifying sandstorm we're in. Losing my horse. Here she comes. Huh. Half of Kylie's friends from high school work at Winn-Dixie, so it's kind of blast for the past. Yeah, I live nowhere near anyone I know of from high school, so I don't get many of those. Unless I go back to my home county, and even then I don't do that too much. WizKid says, I don't know if I'd call it phenomenal, but compared to where and that's kind of what I was saying, right? I wouldn't really either too serious, but any progress is good. Love hearing it. But sorry, anyway, he continues.
These days ain't short.
But compared to where I was even a year and a half ago, I'm much more assertive and bold, and I don't seize up when I like somebody like I used to. Awesome. Yeah, I'd call that. I'd call that close enough to phenomenal. Oh well, Kylie just found out one of her friends is expecting twins in 6 weeks. That is phenomenal news. And extend my congratulations. I have no idea who this person is, but still, she deserves every bit of congratulations she can get.
Let's go, girl.
Where am I heading? South, I guess. Ooh, Fort Mercer. That place is a mess. Little town. That. Oh no, that's Armadillo. That's not a little town. That's a town. Alright, let's head this way. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go way the heck back up here. Barlin's Ranch. Because I think there's a stable up there. And I need a stable. For my old horse. Rachel. Then we'll wander back into the rest of the world, I think. We can continue exploring down here in a while, but for now, I want to go back up there.
Good. You're doing well.
Cinematic for a minute so I can read some of these, right? They're going pretty quick now. Because they're talking a lot. I'm definitely starting, Kylie says, I'm definitely starting to be more assertive and interactive in interactions now than I was a year ago. For sure in the knowledge I have. Good. And babies are awesome. I agree there too. I've been invited to their baby shower in September, but couldn't go because of COOF regulations and stuff. That's awful. Evan says I'm a sucker for babies. Love them. They crush my Dark Lord person's persona to dust.
We're getting there, ain't we?
Absolutely. What is happening here? The Lobos. Rachel's gone. Darn it. Okay, well. Ugh. Biscuit says, I live near almost all of my friends from high school. Almost all of them, almost all the burnouts I hung out with, have since deserted me, and to be honest, I'm better off without them anyway. Babies in and of themselves will still terrify me. Okay, but I'm all about those toddlers. They're absolutely hilarious. That is true. That is true. Having a toddler, I can assure you, truly, truly hilarious. So Saoirse has picked up this interesting new verbal tick. Over the last couple of weeks.
Come on, lady.
Instead of saying "I want to" or "I will" or "can I," she says "me to," as in "me too," like me to get up, or me to sit down, or me to have lunch. And I think it's sort of derived from us saying, no, let us know if you want to, or if you want me to, that kind of thing. And she just kind of uses it as her standard go-to first person everything. Dead camp. With candles and stuff. Interesting. Interesting. Moonshine. Nice, we need that. Whoops. Well, let's keep moving, yeah. But it's very, very cute. We're trying to break her of it. We're trying to get her to say "I want" or "I can" or "I will" and stuff. But she reverts back to Mita a lot. Quite a bit. It is really cute, but still needs to learn how to speak properly. Kylie says, "I love babies, but I'm always worried around them because I want to make sure they feel safe and secure around me, especially if I'm allowed to hold them. I'm always really cautious. Not a bad thing, especially around other people's kids. It is far better to be overly cautious than to be not cautious enough, especially when it comes to other people's kids. So, you know, it's that said, with my own kids, I understand that they are rather resilient. And I know their limits too. Like Saoirse, I know she very much enjoys being tossed around a lot. I throw her across the room onto the bed and stuff, just kind of, to the point where she thinks it's a game to be tossed, which is fun. But I know like how long she can do it before she starts getting dizzy, even though she wants to continue and stuff. So it's about it. And if you're not super familiar with the kid who you're playing with or holding or whatever, then you don't know them. So overly cautious is probably better.
Hang in there, girl.
Oh, okay. Listen, it was an accident. We're fine. Everyone's fine here. Okay, listen. Oh, you kidding me? Okay. Let's again, huh? This is the problem with running headlong into somebody. Everyone thinks you're malicious about it. Oh, there's Rachel. What about our new horse who we haven't named yet? By the way, let's think of a name for this new Mustang we're about to go and find. No, it's okay. He's right there. It's just we gotta go find him. Go get him. Right there. There he comes. Wait, is it a he or she? Mustangs are all males, right?
Easy now.
Chestnut? Doesn't look like a chestnut, does he? I mean, maybe. Brushy, brushy.
Okay, girl.
Oh no, it is a girl. Okay. The brown was dirt. Ah, man, all my pelts. All those pelts. That's disappointing. Now the brown one's Rachel. This is the new one. This is the Mustang. Diamond isn't bad. I mean, horses and strippers can share names, or at least naming. So I don't see a problem with that. We had one name. We were naming them after like sweets and candies and stuff last time. They're kind of stripperific names.
Sir.
Arthur was, I guess. Is there a stable around here? I thought there was. If not, then that means the nearest stable's in Blackwater. Ugh, the nearest stable's in Black. Okay, then. To Blackwater. Sugar Snap's not bad. Wiskin says it makes sense for Arthur to name his horses after strippers, though. Oh, that's rude. But true, though. Yeah, that's not wrong. I don't have to like it, but it's not wrong.
That's a girl.
I do like Sugar Snap. Sugar Snap I like.
There you go. Nice, filly. You're doing well. Well done, lady.
Which best girl? We're talking about best girl in this game? Or Tally? There's different best girls.
Yes, Missy.
I don't actually know what happened. Speaking of, I don't actually know what happened to Mary Beth. And I don't know if it's ever actually really revealed so much. Excuse me.
Mister? Help somebody!
Oh God. I should have dead-eyed all three of them. He had a chance to stab her. Damn. I don't remember if you can encounter Mary Beth. I know you can encounter Tilly. She's somewhere in Saint Denis. We didn't see her when we were in there when we were down there last time, but I know she's around. I really should have just dead-eyed all three of them, but I couldn't get to this one. And Skinner Brothers are just like, they're not Skinner Brothers. Yeah, Skinner Brothers are just very, very efficient killers. It is disturbing.
All right, girl.
Well, let's head back down, yeah. Yeah, I do honestly kind of think that the Skinner brothers are probably worse than the Murphy brood. That's what they're called. The ones up north. Yeah, they are. I'm pretty certain quite a bit worse. Oh, I do have my window open, or possibly, hopefully not, but possibly the last time for at least a few days. It's looking to get warm again. Smelling something. Smelling like somebody's cooking. Outside, from outside. Man, yeah. It's good, whatever it is. Smells chickeny.
Who's a good horse? Got an appetite.
Let's keep moving. Yeah, cooking something. Maybe down the street or up the street or across the street or something.
Ain't you special?
I smell food cooking. Yeah, I'm about after the stream. You know what I'm gonna do, right? I'm gonna go cut up beef jerky that I'm gonna marinate overnight and cook Saturday. And I'm gonna cut up some onions to marinate overnight that we're gonna have for lunch tomorrow. Midnight's the time to cook, man. Tell you what. Assuming we have red wine vinegar, and I think we still have some. Unless we're out. If we're out, then I'll do something else for tomorrow. But I think we still got some. Okay, here we go. Oh, where's the entrance? There it is. Okay. So who doesn't cook at midnight? I thought this was just kind of the thing to do, right?
Hello there. Horse doing all right?
Kevin made a tasty steak this evening. Absolutely.
Papers, huh? Well, I can't give you full price on account of that. Might be stolen.
It's not a promise. There's also, we have Sneaky Snake. Let's keep up with the Mustang for now. And
let's get them switched out then.
You name Sugar Snap. Sugar Snap.
Horse liable to buck you off with a name like that.
Not everyone is Florida man. I, unfortunately, wish there were more of us, you know. So what do you think? Should we ride Sugar Snap or Sneaky Snake for a while?
Every time I say this year can't get worse, it does. Things made more sense before the turn of the century.
I feel you, man. I feel you. But let's ride Snake for a bit. About that. I do agree though, yeah, that
My daddy was a blacksmith right here in this shop. That's how I got learning it.
buy like stuff. Oh, here, tack and surfaces. There we go. Equipment. Oh. This. Oh. Visions? There we go.
All right, then.
That's what I needed. Yeah, I do. Yeah, things did, I guess, make sense before the turn of the century. Really, I'll be honest. The big shift, I think, was more or less 2015. 2015 was around when the world started to go absolutely mad.
Oh, they're all worked up. John, my boy, me.
you got something to add
He
here.
starts farting when he's nervous.
Oh, screw this. Ain't worth my time.
I ain't even got started yet.
Keep some distance from that guy. I won't take it kindly anything happens to him.
Yeah, you just keep a hold on him. Friends have a way of disappearing when they're hijo de putas.
Ooh, rude.
Maybe
Hey, buddy.
mix in some coffee with your next pour, huh?
Ruins the taste.
Jesus. No, it doesn't. All right.
All bets are in.
Hello, sir. Welcome back.
Funny how a hand can play out.
Wait, what are you thanking me for? WizKid, what are you sarcastically thanking me for? I'm missing something. About pointing out that things went crazy in 2015? Because I think it was 2015. Really, I do. WizKid says, see, my theory, it was 2012. Not like the actual apocalypse, but just like as a precursor and a turning point of the age beginning to turn. Maybe, but honestly, things didn't really start going too off the rails quite yet. I mean, yeah, to be fair, we've kind of been on a trajectory for a good long while, but 15 is when things really started to spiral. Honestly, I think it was before that, before 2016, Kylie.
Hello there.
15 was still very, very strange. It was very atypical. Honestly, I don't think there were... there might not have been as many like celebrity deaths, I guess, but 2015 was very strange culturally. There were so many massive cultural changes and shifts that it led to things going in very, very strange directions very, very quickly. And it's led to where we're at today. It's a weird place to be. Alright. So I think that's all the time we have. We got 5 minutes left. But that'll be enough for me to pick up this bounty. So I want to go do that. Go pick up the bounty, talk about it a little bit. Then we will start next time doing that. Then we'll go hunt that vampire in Saint Denis.
Back for more work, I hope. Posters on your wall there.
So we'll do this. We'll pick this up. Then we'll start next time. We'll start next time hunting this bounty. Herman Zizendorf. Arrest and detention. Not alive. Fraud. Deceiving an officer of the law. Hey, that's a crime, I guess. Theft. Zizendorf's tall build, bushy mustache, brightly colored clothes. Vaccination scar on his left arm. Wart on index finger, flat feet. Doesn't say where he's at, but okay.
I got a visitor.
Fella's been going into construction yards in the night, taking tools and the like.
See.
All kinds of folks is angry about this one, right up to City Hall. Standing in the way of progress, they say.
Mr. Green, you getting used to city life?
This how you folk live? Like rats in a cage?
There's only one cage I can see. And only one rat, too.
I don't want to see you.
Alright, well let's wrap it up here. If I can. Hold on, let me make sure I can. Yes, I can. Look at that. Anyway, so, like I said, that's all the time we've got. So let's save. There we go. It's time. And with that, I will say good night to everybody. Thank you for stopping by. Like I said, we are going to be gradually, pretty soonish, within the next few weeks, we are going to be switching. Sorry about that. We are going to be switching away from Red Dead once we wrap up the epilogue stuff and move on to Dragon Age Origins. When we do, I do want help deciding what I should be playing and who I should be playing as. So keep that in mind. Give me some thoughts. I could totally play as a mage again. It's just the right class to play. So that's an option, but so is... I've kind of always wanted to play the human noble origin, especially as a woman. So there's also the sort of the feminine hero stuff that has to do with that game. So think on that. Think on whether you'd be willing to help me buy a gamepad also for a controller for some of the things coming up, especially near. if that is something that you guys would be willing to help with, I can put a new Facebook fundraiser kind of thing up. I don't want to impose that on anybody, though, obviously. So feel free to let me know. And I will see everybody Monday for more Mass Effect 2, Thursday for more Red Dead Redemption 2, and keep an eye out. I am going to be talking about doing a live stream discussion on that video I was talking about last week, the talk about free speech. And then also keep an eye out for another video coming out about humanism. Humanism as racism in the context of science fiction, especially Mass Effect. So that'll be coming out soonish, finally, because it is actually coming out for class. So I am going to be discussing it soon. So keep an eye out for all those things. A lot of stuff coming up. So see you all then. Thanks for stopping by. See you later.